This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Marie Rios. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Sure. It's a great pleasure to connect with you. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am currently in the Washington, D.C. area.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
Which one of my friends?
Which one of
is
your
responsible for
talents?
Oh, talents. All right. Well, I'm into e-commerce. Most recently launching a business conference in the Washington, D.C. area. So I've been gathering some of my most recognized friends to become part of my speaker panel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what part of DC?
Well, I am actually closer to the Northern Virginia area rather than the Washington, D.C. area, but I've resided here most of my life.
Okay, and where is the conference usually kept? Is it northern as well, or city?
Yes, northern.
Okay, all right.
So the place or the venue for the conference will take place at the Tower Club in Tyson's Corner area.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. So tell us about the conference and what it entails, please.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I just wanted to gather a really good panel of speakers to discuss several different topics business-wise. So I have people who will be presenting on e-commerce, sales, technology and innovation, software development, real estate even, how to write a book, and many other topics that are very relevant. My speakers are actually doing exceptional things within their own businesses and within their communities. And I'm just so blessed and grateful to have them on board. My intention with my event was to gather three different specific groups of people. My panel of experts, a group of investors, and of course my group of entrepreneurs and business owners to ensure that magic happens and potentially collaboration, right? So I've been blessed to be very supported by my friends and many entrepreneurs who I call my friends. And things are moving along pretty well.
That's great to hear. Now, where can people go to find out more about this conference?
They can go to www.bridgingthegapconference.com.
Now, who did you learn the skill of building community from?
Oh, I would have to say, I would have to mention a few names, to be honest with you. One of my good friends, Daniel DiPiazza, is one of the first persons who introduced me to entrepreneurship. But as far as building communities and putting events together and just making an impact within our communities and society, that would be my friend Roberto Calendaria. So yes, and also my friend Robert Collier, who also hosts events in the Dallas area, entrepreneurs dinners every quarter, of the year. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. So why will you continue to do these things? Setting up events are very, very challenging, right? And then having the event is, on that day, or if it's a period of hours, it's still challenging. Why will you continue to repeat the skills of what's necessary to do what you're doing via these events?
To be honest with you, because I was on the other side, as being an attendee and part of the audience, and the impact that that's made within my journey, and how people have inspired me, guided me, mentored me, just through their presentations, and eventually through collaboration. I think this is such a great method of just bringing enlightening the community, and just making things better, just shining a light of light in people's journey, within people's journey. I honestly believe that we can accomplish greater things through collaboration, rather than just to trying to search things on our own. And this is how my network and I have grown together. We all make each other part of our business projects, and we're always there for one another, and we all learn from one another. Is just great. It's just a great mentality and a great environment.
Love it. Well, again, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, Marie.
Okay, consistently. Definitely self-development and self-growth. So I acknowledge that in order for me to be a better can be a better person, and also help others, I need to help myself first. So I've changed my habits over the past 3 years. So I have my morning routines, my evening routines, and I'm very intentional about my time, intentional about what I do. Some of my habits include reading. I love to read books, mostly business related and self-development or self-growth, as well as networking. I love to meet new people and learn about their stories, their personal stories and journeys, and it's just great. So many amazing people out there.
Why would you suggest other people that are listening, that budding entrepreneur, or even the person who is looking for personal development, do what you've done by being intentional with what you put in from reading and networking?
I would definitely recommend to, like I said, being very intentional from, what they do, how they carry themselves, what they listen to, everything that surrounds them. Their environment will eventually either support or hold them back from what they're trying to accomplish, right? So in order for them to just be very intentional and just look around and ensure that the people that surround you are supporting or are aligned with the path that you're trying to achieve, as well as your habits. Habits are so important. Once you go into the entrepreneurial journey on your own, you have to hold yourself accountable for all of your actions. So therefore, you have to develop certain habits. And definitely the people that surround you and inspire you, have to be there.
Love it. Well, again, amazing audience hearing it live from Marie Rios. Marie, what's the name? What's the name of the conference?
Oh, it's called Bridging the Gap Mastermind.
And there we go. Bridging the Gap Mastermind. Love it. Well, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Marie, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My childhood memory? Just reading books with my grandfather. Yes, that's one of my fondest childhood memory, and I think he was my mentor in lifetime, and he was such a great inspiration. He taught me about kindness and compassion and making an impact in society and through our lifetimes. And this is why I'm so intentional about what I do, and I too want to make a great impact during my lifetime.
How old were you in that memory when he was reading to you?
Oh, honestly, I was as young as 6 and through the age of possibly 11. Yes. So, like I said, he really was my mentor. both my parents were into business. They had to travel a lot, which was fine, both caring, both loving. But I spent lots and lots of time with my maternal grandfather, who was into spirituality, into humanity, into business, into just making a positive impact in thinking outside the box. And he just shaped my world before I, became an adult and
That's
decided
pretty
to follow my
amazing.
journey. Yes.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Absolutely. Please do.
I love the power of the audible word, and to see that you are the individual that you're actually putting that together via speakers through the conference, where individuals can communicate and teach through the audible word. But to see that your grandfather was doing that by reading to you, and the impact that it has had on you, that is now translating to you creating that similar type impact for others, is pretty intriguing to me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree that our childhoods somehow mold, our paths. Um, However, through adulthood, we still have the choice to follow either path, whichever path we want. Life is definitely just a painting that we all create as we move along each day and every day. So we just have to become very intentional about what we want to create. So yes, he was definitely an inspiration. He was a great inspiration. He was the right type of inspiration. I'm grateful for him. And because of him, a couple of the things that passion me most and things that I want to also accomplish aside from business are to launch my two foundations to help homelessness across the U.S. and also cancer treatment, especially for children. Both of those foundations I will be working on this year, 2019.
Love it. All right, Marie. If we fast forwarded on this time machine to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song, honestly, most of my teenage years, I spent mostly like reading books. I wasn't much into music. Oh, actually, never mind. I did like the Backstreet Boys.
All right. What song from the Backstreet Boys?
Let's see. I Want It That Way.
All right.
They're all romantic, but
That's
yes.
good. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Marie, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes, I have.
Are you married?
I'm not married. I've been divorced. I have a daughter, and I do everything I can, each and every single day, to ensure that my daughter possesses the knowledge and the awareness to fulfill her own purpose, whatever that may be, and just support her with so much kindness and love to ensure that she's also able to give that to the world.
Do you believe in God?
I do. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe in energy. I believe in frequency. I believe in the power of our thoughts and our words. I believe in love.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
I do not.
How about 3 hours a week?
Rarely.
What about screen time? The phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Because of business, it's more.
All right. If you had to share with us, Marie, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
Kindness and love can conquer it all. And the more you pour into yourself, the more you'll be able to pour into others.
Love it.
So, yes.
Love it. Marie Rios, this was a great pleasure, my friend. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I just would love to let everyone know that nothing is impossible, and please follow on your journeys. Never give up on your dreams, and just look for your tribe. They're out there and they're willing to help you within your journey.
Marie Rios, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.